Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
It's a very sad day. Very sad day. There will never be another Twitter.
How's that sad?
I don't know. We're gonna talk about this because everybody's lamenting the death of Twitter, even though Twitter is, from my understanding, doing better than it ever has.
But wait, the death of Twitter. If Twitter was everything they said it was in the first place, taking this stuff away wouldn't kill Twitter.
No.
So the taking all this accounts and this fake stuff away kills Twitter. Then what's that tell you about Twitter?
Twitter is fake, yes. Twitter, actually, Twitter activity has increased exponentially since Elon Musk took over because it's a massively more interesting place than it was. But a lot of celebrities are leaving. We're going to talk.
Nothing of value was lost.
We're going to talk about Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo leaving because Twitter's harmful. He wants to go over to Tumblr now. And weirdly enough, Elton John also quitting Twitter. But I thought this was funny. Elton John is leaving Twitter because of the Rocket Man.
That's kind of funny, yes.
Gordon, that was good. That was good. So we're going to talk about celebrities quitting Twitter, Twitter alternatives that are not working out very well. I remember a lot of comic book people saying they were going to this place called Hive.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like,
because
that's just a hive mind. I mean, come on.
Hive, and it was supposed to be this is supposed to be the solution. And they all went over there and they got shut down for a while because of security issues. Then they went to Mastodon. They either can't figure out Mastodon, or they got over there and realized Mastodon had a lot more toxic content than Twitter.
They can't figure out how to control it.
That's
the key.
accurate.
It's about control. The whole thing's about control. They're salty and pissed off, and they're trying to spread this narrative that all this hate is going through the roof and all this other crap. Negativity and calling out bullshit are not the same thing. And I'm tired of hearing about bigoted, hateful speech when no shit, I've seen some of the most bigoted, hateful, trashy behavior out of the people that these people worship.
Yeah, and really this is about loss of control and the mainstream media now. It's so weird that the change at Twitter coincides with a lot of mainstream media outlets laying people off in droves. I think the general public has gotten tired of everything being controlled.
Well, this was funny. When you said you put the CNN thing up, and they're saying that they're concerned as the U.S. media hit with wave of layoffs amid rise in disinformation. Wait, let's go back a minute. Remember when Zaslav came in and he brought the other guy in to CNN and wanted him to go back to news instead of speculation and opinion pieces because there's a lot of disinformation. People didn't trust news outlets anymore.
Yes.
And this pisses me off. And I'll tell you why. Because a lot of the misinformation that's out there and a lot of this whole you can't trust media anymore is because they're the ones that were spinning it. They've gotten sued so many times because they keep lying or they keep blocking things. And they're proving it. They keep proving it when Elon Musk is releasing stuff showing. Yes, they are shadow banning people. Yes, they were doing the shit he said they weren't supposed to be doing. Yeah. And the media is like, oh no, you're not seeing the thing that's happening right in front of you. You're imagining it.
Yeah, and it's all crashing down. It's
good.
All,
media deserves it.
But this article just, hey, look what's trending. Lowly and Sonic Sweatshop Simulator.
What now?
And Fauci. I don't know.
A Sonic Sweatshop Simulator.
I don't know.
Well, I'll look at that later.
I'll have to go look and see what
if that's a thing, we'll have to maybe play that. Anyway.
That is all about. So anyway, we're going to talk about this and just all this like hand-wringing over Twitter. The media is just like losing it. Celebrities are losing it. I'm loving it. Do. I think it's great.
Demonetized.
Demonetized. You stole the McDonald's jingle. A McDowell's. It was McDowell's. That was the McDowell's jingle, you know. So we're gonna talk about it before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, almost 283,000 subs. Hit the button. We want another button. So if you can get us to 1 million by tomorrow, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. I'll give you a coupon for free McDowell's.
No, McDowell's.
McDowell's.
There's probably a McDowell's somewhere. So don't
probably
say that. I do not endorse that. We will not give free coupons.
That's right. I can't say that because that would be misleading.
People would do it they might get us up there if you promise something like, to wear Speedo or something.
Feet pics in a furry suit. I don't know. Something. I don't know. Anyway, there will never be another Twitter, according to the information, which I actually like this site, but this is an opinion piece. But they've got Twitter on its deathbed because of Elon Musk. They're talking about how people are trying to use other social media platforms, and it's not going very well. The Mastodon, Hive, again.
Tumblr again.
Tumblr again. That's where Mark Ruffalo is going. He's going back to Tumblr. He's going back to Tumblr. You know, Mark.
There's no porn over there, so that's why they're not going to follow you.
They're
Mark.
not going back. Nobody's going. See, this is the thing. This is why I told people, and they didn't believe me. They're like, "Oh, that's okay. There are plenty of alternatives to Twitter." I said, "No, Twitter has been so critical to the media and to the entertainment industry. Everything has been centralized in Twitter, and they did not believe that Elon Musk was going to wind up getting Twitter, and now they're freaking out because." There is no viable alternative. The other alternatives are Gab and Parler, which are worse.
There are no viable alternatives in regards to the fact that they can't just walk in and take it over and have the same power they had at Twitter.
Yeah, because they were all like, we're going to Mastodon. Oh, I can't Mastodon, guys. I literally saw tweets. People like, does anybody know how to Mastodon? I can't do a Mastodon. Anybody? And then they get over there like, oh my God, there's like actual alt-right people over here too.
It's almost like it's a place where all types of people exist. How dare you? Only their type of people can exist.
They said Mastodon's federation concept in which instances, aka servers, can be linked together by administrators has been called clunky and confusing by new users. Hive has already had to shut down this month to reevaluate its security infrastructure. It's back online now. Substacks are too long and too slow to give Twitter users the fast dopamine hit they've come to crave.
Yes, amen.
Remember a year or two ago when Substack was where the alt-right lived? And you weren't allowed, if you were a good person, you wouldn't put your comics on Substack because the alt-right.
Yeah. Well, I like this one. And Tumblr, with its indecipherable memes and sprawling fandoms, is too weird for most people.
But not for Mark Ruffalo. He's into that weird shit. He's going over there for furry feet pics.
And a lot of these cartoon stands and all that we've told you came from Tumblr.
Like astronauts hoping to find a Goldilocks planet to exploit. Colonizers. Twitter diehards continue to explore, hope, and pray.
Oh my God.
Somewhere out there, there's a perfectly fine social media platform that we can control and ruin. Somewhere. Also like those... Demonetize. Also, like those astronauts, they might not have unlimited time. Musk is drastically changing Twitter's moderation policy, redesigning how core features work, so they actually work. He's getting rid of the CP, too, and they don't like that at all. And he's hemorrhaging advertisers and engineers, but more users are using it.
But he's not hemorrhaging. Like, he laid off a bunch of people who they didn't need. And after they got rid of all those people, they're still able to work fine. And they seem happier in pictures.
Yes, they do.
But they're more men, and now they're mad.
Any one of those things on its own could be enough to kill the bird site dead. It's going to be dead, guys. Twitter's going to be dead because I don't like what he's doing with it. So it's going to die. Meanwhile, he's got evidence that usage is way up. People are actually talking about Twitter more positively than they have in a long time.
You mean like the normies, the people that don't read this kind of shit?
Now they're tying Twitter to new Twitter.
Gamergate.
To Gamergate and 4chan and something awful. And Gamergate created QAnon, apparently.
So what's that to do with Twitter?
I don't know. Redesigns and feature changes are the fastest killer of online social networks. MySpace was beginning to look a little stale by the late aughts, just as a hot new competitor, Facebook, started breathing down its neck. Far from re-energizing the site, MySpace's now infamous 2009 redesign effectively seals death warrant. Basically, I don't like what Elon Musk is doing to Twitter. Twitter is going to die. We have to find, I want Twitter to die because I don't like what Elon Musk is doing with it. And all these celebrities are going to rage quit, and protest. And it's like, people were not there for you. Why do you think people were there for you? People were on Twitter, using Twitter as it was intended back in 2008, 2009 with no problems before the celebrities and the journalists and the media people started infecting the site with their freaking weirdness. And then when the Tumblr people came over in like 2016, 2017, it all went to hell. And they can go right the fuck back to Tumblr.
I thought you were going to say back to hell, but
And back to hell. They can go back to the pits of hell.
Whence they came.
Whence they came. And give Twitter back to the normies again.
Make dog videos great again.
Then there's Vine. Vine died the most dramatic death of the Web 2.0 era. Vine was Twitter. But
they're asking if he's bringing Vine back.
Yeah, he's going to. He's actually, from my understanding, is they're going to reevaluate video and actually try to compete head-to-head with TikTok and with YouTube and actually monetize video and all that stuff, which, it might be a little interested in that. That might be interesting. But they said there is a small chance he can turn it around. But
that's more than a small chance.
The odds are against him. Even when wounded social media sites manage to survive, like Snapchat, which had a brief renaissance as a messaging app for Gen Z. Basically, they're like, it's going to die. It's going to die. Tumblr's the most interesting of the potential Twitter replacement case studies.
Wait, Tumblr was around before Twitter, wasn't it? Or it was around not long after Twitter.
Yeah, it was about the same time. It said, but that basically Tumblr was such a toxic place that it went from being worth $1 billion to $3 million.
And where do all the people go from Tumblr? To Twitter.
They said so many people are fleeing Twitter. It reported having load issues. They're going back to Tumblr.
Good luck with that. But until they thought there's no porn.
There's no porn.
Let the toxicity go back where it came from.
Tumblr's fall from relevancy and slow, unsteady climb back up is the perfect example of how hard it can be to reverse the damage a major stumble can do. But they're like, Tumblr's going to be fine. Basically, what's going on here...
I've seen no difference in my Twitter at all. Like
I haven't seen any difference.
I've seen the same people screaming and being brats are still screaming and being brats.
Well, that might end if they get rid of the bots, for one thing. No, this is interesting. It said some users will keep using Twitter for the time being, but at a certain point, there will no longer be enough new ones coming in to replace those who are leaving. No, that is every social media platform. They're basically saying that Twitter is going to die because of Elon Musk. I would argue that because of Elon Musk and because they're changing moderation and changing all that shit, more people are going to use Twitter because Twitter was never hugely popular. It really wasn't.
Get this. Twitter will become a quieter, more insular place.
Good.
You know what? No, I don't want to hear about it being insular place because this is from the people who are all they do is go on there and it's about them and what they think, and anybody else is toxic and alt-right Yahtzees, and if you don't lean right because you don't agree with them, they are the bunch entitled brats I've ever seen in my life. They are more racist, misogynistic, bigoted toe bags than the people they accuse of being those things. They're just trashy people. And then they're on there like, because insular. Yeah, it's your echo chamber. And because you can't control it now, everybody else, it's insular to them. It was insular before.
Actually, it could be argued successfully that Twitter culture, that the people coming in from Tumblr drove the normies away from Twitter. Twitter originally started out as a site for tech bros and people that were internet savvy. And then the media got a hold of it. And then once the media got a hold of it, they started, heavy moderation. In fact, there were some journalists bragging. The other day, I saw some journalists were bragging that they used to have direct contacts at Twitter, that they could get certain people they didn't like booted or banned.
Because they're talking about insular. You don't get the pot or kettle. I'm so tired of them saying this, but they are the ones that were doing it themselves. But now that they aren't in control anymore. They're accusing everybody else of everything they've been doing for years. And it's bullshit. And it really pisses me off.
They want Twitter dead. I mean, that's the thing. They can't have it, so they want it dead. I'm just here for the fireworks. I mean, I was going to leave multiple times, but I was leaving because of the Tumblr people. And again, I started my account in 2008, 2009. I think we both started about the same time. And, we saw firsthand the decline of Twitter. And it was fine for like the first 5 years. Everything was great. And then once the weirdos from Tumblr started coming over, then everything went to hell in a handbasket, and then the election drama and all that shit. And then once they started bringing all these people, and basically once they started hiring the weirdos from Tumblr to run Twitter, that's when the wings fell off the bird.
Well, what's funny to me is before Tumblr even went down and it had the massive influx into Twitter that caused it to get even worse, Disney said it was too toxic then.
Yeah, 2013, Disney was going to buy Twitter, and they said, no way in hell, we're not touching this one. Tumblr, actually, that was another one. It was interesting. Tumblr was pretty decent when it started. Actually, Tumblr was started by a guy who was an intern for Frederator, Channel Frederator, so that's why they have a lot of animation stuff over there. But at first, it actually was a useful microblog mostly for creative types, and then it got infected with stan culture and these wackadoos that are on Twitter now, and that's when everything...
And then when they ended porn, everybody went over to Twitter and then made that terrible, and then people were saying Tumblr was actually decent again. And now Tumblr is going to be a trash fire, because Mark Ruffalo says, come with me to Tumblr. Go ahead. Everybody follow Mark Ruffalo to Tumblr. Please, for the love of God, do.
Yeah, follow him.
I just want cat videos, dog videos, kindness videos, otters.
I would like Twitter to be somewhat sane again. I would like it to actually have more normies, because I want normies. Bunnies? And normal bunnies, not weird bunnies, not not
somebody named Bunny who runs around with their tits out.
Furry feet bunnies or anything like that,
but bunnies have cute feet.
No, I was talking about somebody dressed as a bunny, tits out, furry with... Yeah. Tumblr bunny. A Tumblr bunny. No Tumblr bunnies.
Okay.
Anyway, Mark Ruffalo, good luck with that.
Have fun.
Have fun over there. Yeah, good luck. I'm going to wrap it up. Right?
Yep.
Okay, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and check out the hashtag Sonic Sweatshop Simulator, I guess.
What is that?
I don't know. We're going to look after this video.
Oh, my God.
Because I don't know what's
I'm
going to come up.
afraid.
I don't know what's going to come up on the screen. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.